Everything about it is fishy.
Calling her the Ghislaine Maxwell of Romania. They're talking about her organization, Romanian Angels. What is Romanian Angels? Who is Erika Kirk?
To have every Epstein file released with no redactions whatsoever, period. I'm pushing for that both privately and publicly, just so you know.
News outlets trying to get their own information, especially with the Epstein stuff.
Honestly, I'm done talking about Epstein for the time being.
Stuff that comes up overseas is wild. And her dad worked in defense, running Raytheon's Israel division. Are you starting to connect the dots? Not long after Charlie started asking real questions, saying his morality was on the line, suddenly he's gone. Even one time Trump was asked about Charlie after his life was taken, he started talking about the ballroom in the White House. Now Charlie's entire platform is in Erika's hands.
Before Charlie Kirk became associated with various conspiracies, he was a prominent advocate for transparency regarding Epstein. He consistently called for the full release of documents related to Epstein in 2024 and again in mid-2025, framing it as a measure of accountability for powerful individuals.
I think the DOJ should immediately move to unseal all the Epstein documents in the Southern District of New York.
Yeah. Everything. Everything except child sexual assault material.
I think every file should be released to the public the same way as the JFK files. Let the American people decide.
Put them out there, because if there's nothing in there, then we can see there's nothing in there.
While other conservative figures became vague or silent, Charlie was direct, labeling delays as suspicious and insisting the public deserved names instead of excuses. However, in July 2025, his stance changed dramatically. He declared he was done talking about Epstein and expressed trust in insiders like Kash Patel, Pam Bondi, and Bruce Castor to manage the situation privately. This abrupt shift raised questions among his supporters. Why would he push for transparency only to withdraw without explanation?
I'm done talking about Epstein for the time being. I'm going to trust my friends in the administration. I'm going to trust my friends in the government to do what needs to be done, solve it, balls in their hands. I've said plenty this last weekend. So if you guys want to see my commentary on it, that's fine.
This sudden silence, rather than being perceived as a strategic move, appeared to indicate external pressure. With Charlie no longer vocal on the issue, scrutiny turned to those close to him. This led online investigators to examine Erika Kirk's background, placing Romania at the center of the unfolding situation. After Charlie stopped speaking, focus turned to those nearest to him. Online investigators began examining Erika Kirk's background, placing Romania at the center of the controversy. Following Charlie's death in September 2025, fringe forums and X accounts started to explore his wife, Erika Kirk, originally Erika Francve. The rumors didn't start with Epstein files, they started with background. Her Miss Arizona 2012 win in a Trump-owned pageant.
That means your new Miss Arizona USA 2012 is Erika Francve.
Her early nonprofit work in Romania through an organization called Romanian Angels. Her parents' careers in defense contracting and international logistics.
Remember, Raytheon partnered with Israel's Rafael to build the Iron Dome missile defense system. At the very core of that technology are advanced semiconductors, the same kind of tech Lori's companies claim to work with, and they were contracting with them.
And her dad worked in defense, running Raytheon's Israel division. Are you starting to connect the dots?
So here's the deal. Nothing here was really a secret, but people online started spinning it into a whole conspiracy. They were saying pageants were like recruitment pipelines, and that this Romanian Angels thing was just a cover-up. Plus, they noticed Romania popping up a lot in those Epstein-related travel chats and NGO stuff. But here's the kicker. None of this came with real proof. Just a bunch of screenshots, random threads, and some wild connect-the-dots theories. Mainstream news outlets were quick to shut that down, saying there's no actual evidence linking Erika or her mom, Lori Francve, to Epstein or any trafficking networks.
Was Erika Kirk banned from a European country for fucking children? Well, so some people are saying on social media. You can see a couple of the posts here. They claim that Kirk is banned from Romania after being accused of child.
So, yeah, just a lot of noise without the facts, you know? Debunking stuff didn't really put an end to the chatter. Nope. It actually made it louder. You know how it goes. Once folks think info is being hidden, those denials just feel like proof, right? Suddenly it's not about whether the claims are true or not. It's more like, why are we even talking about these names? And that's how gossip went from whispers to a full-on theory, guys. The first rumor that started making waves, it wasn't even about a list. It was all about this pipeline. Wild, right? Initially, online speculation did not identify Erika Kirk or her mother in the official Epstein documents. Instead, it concentrated on systems, including pageants, charities, and families linked to defense. According to gossip threads that exploded after Charlie's death, Erika's Miss Arizona title was framed as part of a broader elite grooming circuit. a claim repeatedly pushed in conspiracy spaces whenever Trump-owned pageants are mentioned. The theory proposed that these competitions were not solely about modeling. They served as a means for young women to connect with influential donors, politicians, and financiers. This perspective is supported by Erika's subsequent career as a casting director and real estate agent, particularly her association with the Corcoran Group, which managed Epstein's Palm Beach property. No proof of interaction was ever produced, but the overlap was enough for speculation to snowball. Fact-checkers called the claims baseless, stressing that pageants and real estate roles were common career paths. Still, the idea stuck because it fit a narrative people already believed, that Epstein didn't work alone, and that recruitment didn't always look criminal on the surface. But pageants weren't the rumor that truly unsettled people. Romania was. Romania is where gossip shifted from vague suspicion to darker implications. Erika's nonprofit, Romanian Angels, became the focal point of the most extreme allegations. Founded when she was just 17, the charity worked with orphan children in post-communist Romania, an environment already associated online with trafficking conspiracies. Following Charlie's death, anonymous accounts emerged alleging that the organization was a front for trafficking minors across borders, hinting at connections to Epstein's island without direct statement.
Her, the Ghislaine Maxwell of Romania. They're talking about her organization, Romanian Angels. What is Romanian Angels? Who is Erika Kirk? Well, actually not Erika Kirk, because Erika's real name is Erika Chelsvig. And it's like, well, yeah, she did get married to Charlie Kirk and change her last name, but like, how real is this? Is this a scandal people need to be talking about? And look, if you grew up in the church like I did, this probably isn't all too out of the ordinary for you. You've got a poster right here, Romanian Angels. Maybe it sounds a little shady to you, but ultimately it's just a pretty normie Christian charity where you send a bunch of Christmas presents to Romanian orphans or whatever. And they call it adoption because they just want to feel good about themselves. That's what the church does. We adopt highways, we adopt park benches, because ultimately adopting people makes white people feel good. But that can't be the end of the story, can it? That just seems too easy. TS reported she won Miss America in 2012 in a pageant owned by Trump, and then Epstein funded her children's ministry in Romania, but she was kicked out of Romania because too many children went missing in her care.
Some claimed the Romanian government had shut down the charity or expelled Erika, but journalists later disproved these claims, finding no evidence of bans or investigations. Despite the lack of evidence, the rumors intensified, fueled by unrelated facts such as U.S. military partnerships in Romania, Epstein's known interest in Eastern Europe, and the country's frequent mention in leaked NGO funding lists. There was no evidence of wrongdoing, yet in conspiracy circles, coincidences are often interpreted as proof when they occur frequently. The timing of the claims was particularly significant. They surfaced suddenly and simultaneously following Charlie's assassination. This led some to believe the rumors were not random gossip. As the rumors spread, focus shifted from Erika to her mother, Lori Francevay. Her professional background quickly became central to online theories. Francevay had experience in corporate supply chains and logistics, including positions with major defense contractors and companies that worked with the government. In typical contexts, this would not raise concerns. However, within conspiracy discussions, it was reframed as evidence of her connection to what some referred to as the Epstein orbit. Anonymous threads alleged that her companies were linked to shell funds and that former business partners faced unrelated fraud charges. These associations were presented as evidence of hidden financial activities. Some claims even suggested intelligence connections or foreign influence, often using vague terms like Mossad adjacent without clarification. No documents were provided to connect Lori to Epstein, his finances, or his associates. Mainstream fact checks consistently reinforce this. However, online, these denials were ignored. Once someone is labeled as connected, neutral facts become questionable. Contracts are seen as cover, corporate roles as fronts, and coincidences as deliberate actions. The narrative then shifted from speculation to outright accusation. This is where the rumors crossed a line, shifting from association to blame. After Charlie Kirk's assassination, some accounts began pushing the most explosive claim of all, that he had been silenced to protect secrets tied to his own family. The logic followed a familiar pattern. Charlie had once demanded Epstein transparency. He later stopped talking. His wife and mother-in-law were now being linked, falsely or speculatively, to Epstein-adjacent narratives. Therefore, some concluded he must have known too much. A supposed donor whistleblower claimed Charlie planned a massive reveal. Others pointed to the timing of blocked Senate votes on Epstein files the same day he was killed. None of this was backed by evidence. Law enforcement stated there was no link between his death and Epstein-related investigations. But online, the idea spread faster than any correction. Because stories involving betrayal, proximity, and silence are emotionally powerful, especially when facts are incomplete. And once that narrative took hold, it reframed everything that came before, which leads to the claim that changed the story from rumor to alleged cover-up. The phrase that ignited everything was simple, vague, and powerful. The FBI knows. No document ever surfaced saying the FBI confirmed an Epstein list tied to Erika Kirk or her mother. What did appear were posts claiming federal authorities had reviewed materials connected to Charlie Kirk before his death.